Hi guys, my name is Morgan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite purple products in my makeup collection because to me April is purple and I've actually never done this color category before, and purple is my favorite color, so I'm kind of shocked that it took this long, but yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is going to be this single shadow. This is a ColourPop, it's called Jelly Mush eyeshadow in the shade Bouquet. I'm not gonna swatch it, but it looks like this, and it's like the most beautiful like champagne-y rose gold with like a purple shift to it. I really love it, and it's like so sparkly, absolutely gorgeous. Cannot recommend enough. I know they have these at Ulta, at least at the time of filming they do, so definitely pick this up and maybe some other shades. Next is the ColourPop Lavish palette. This is from like their Lavender collection. It looks like this, and some of my favorite shades are this one in the middle called Self-Care Moment. I really love a Serenity, Virtual Love is like sparkly, and then this is like my most favorite shade where it's purpley gray, and this is Escapism. And then I also like these two, of course. Like this whole palette is like my vibe, so I love this. Like when I saw this collection, I was head over heels. Next we have the ColourPop In a Trance palette. It looks like this, and of course I love the shade up here, Mind's Eye, and I love Own Your Power. So again, that one and that one. That's like the prettiest freaking like neutral purple, if that makes any sense. Now speaking of neutral purples, this palette's not really that purple, but it has the vibes. It's the Flutterby palette by ColourPop, which looks like this. Now again, it's not very purple, but it does have that like mauve cool tone sort of vibe to the neutrals, and every time I use this palette I have like the most gorgeous look, and I just love it. So this is definitely like a go-to everyday palette for me. And plus the packaging is so pretty. Like I love this. I love butterflies, so like look at this packaging. Like this is so gorgeous. So I definitely love this palette. On the opposite side of things from Little Butterflies, we have Batty Jean, or Batty, oh my god, her name is Betty Jean, but Batty, Bean, and Shroud It's Freaking Bats palette. I don't know what is going on with Shroud right now. I have heard that she just like disappeared off the face of the earth and just released a palette, and like no one's got it, so I don't know what's going on there. But this is what the palette looks like. Oh, it's falling apart on me. You see that? Okay, well I'm not gonna hold it like that. Let me get a little closer. Oh my god. So my favorite shades are Grim down here, and this one up here, which is Spooky, and then I also like Apparition, but I really gravitate towards this one the most. Man, I'm kind of irritated because Zero did that before. Like when I first got my palette, it was actually broken and shattered, and then they sent me a replacement shade, and now that one's doing it too. Ridiculous. The next palette I have is the ABH Nouveau palette. Is that how you say it? It looks like this, and of course I'm talking about this lavender shade right here. It's just the most beautiful like soft purple ever, and I feel like it really ties this whole palette in for spring. And then put in like a light shimmer on the lid and you're all set. It's just really pretty. On the opposite side of the spectrum, as for, you know, I had a light purple, now I'm going to have a deep purple. This is the ABH and Jackie Aina palette. And there's two purples in here. There is, oh geez, wow, I am out of practice, I apologize. There is one called Big Wig, and then there's one called Shookington. I'm mainly talking about Shookington right here because it's like the prettiest freaking like deep purple shade, and then this one's like a rich purple, but I don't really have that many purples in my collection that are like this, so it's definitely unique in that regard. Then I have the Ace Beauté Paradise Fallen palette. Looks like this, and of course I'm talking about the purples down here. But also, I know it's not really purple, but this shimmer here, I love to pair with this, like the rose gold. I would have never thought to put like rose gold with purple, but it really does work on this palette. And then plus I love that there's like grays in here as well. Next I have the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop Cotton Candy palette. And there's a few purples in here, but the main one I'm talking about is this one right here. It's just like a very nice cool toned purple, like almost periwinkle. And I really like it in the crease, as well as like with this shimmer up here called Sugar. I just think it's really nice to have like an almost iridescent look. This is the Give Me Glow Pastel Dreams palette. Absolutely gorgeous, but the purples in here are even prettier. Up here, you can see how freaking blinding that is. So there's like a pastel purple matte, and then this one here, which almost has like a duochrome gold to it too, but it's like gorgeous. So I really love that. These are so freaking buttery. And what's the texture of it? Like, I don't know, these shimmers are just like freaking outstanding, unbelievable. I love them. I just wish the pan sizes were smaller. That's the only thing, is because I'm never gonna go through this palette, but it's so pretty. So I feel like we could get a lot more like smaller palettes, like size palettes with the same quality and never run out of it. We're gonna move on to cheek products. So this is a little bit old, but I have the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in the shade Just Dance. And it looks like this, and it's just like a very almost warm toned magenta sort of purple, like Barney purple. And if I wear this lightly on my cheeks, I feel like it looks really pretty, and I love to wear it with dual tone colors on my eyes. Yeah, looks like that. It's just a matte blush, and I feel like it would work with a variety of skin tones as well, because if it works for me, I feel like it would work on other darker skin tones as well. Next I have the Give Me Glow Cosmetics highlighter in Powdered Perry, and these are also very blinding as well. It's just like a cool tone sort of periwinkle lavender shade, but this is so blinding. It's so good, and you can definitely tell it's purple if you like really want it to be purple, but you can also try to make it where it's a little less purple. Plus it would help too if you wear this and then you can put like a white or a more skin toned shade on top of it too, to kind of tone it down. This is the ColourPop Lab Dream Super Shock highlighter from that lavender collection I was talking about earlier. It looks like this, and it's just like a very icy lavender highlight, but it's very blinding and I love it. Yeah, it's also a huge pan, so I'm like never gonna run out of it, which I feel like is not necessary. However, it has a mirror, so that's pretty helpful for like doing my makeup, you know. It's like got a pretty large size mirror so I can see my whole face. Help me out in the morning. Now, I don't support the company, but I have a Jeffree Star lipstick here in the shade Scorpio. It's just like the nicest, like dusty purpley gray, like dead girl lipstick. And this has always been like my most favorite shade, like ever, but this is a matte version of it, and I don't know if there's a dupe or anything, but I already spent my money on this years ago, so I'm gonna keep it until I can't anymore. But if anyone had a dupe for this shade, I would absolutely love it, because this is just like my perfect cool tone, grayish purple nude. So let me know if you have any dupes for this. Now for the same sort of shade, but a little bit more of a glossy high shine finish, I have the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuits in the shade Mauve Overgirl, and it's the same sort of shade here, but it's a glossy shade. Again, I'm not really sure how I feel about Wet n Wild, like nothing has really interested me in a while anyway, but after their whole like switching back and forth about being cruelty free, I don't really know like how I feel about them, since I'm primarily cruelty free in my makeup. But I don't even know if they make these anymore, but again, a glossy version of that same sort of color. So, and these two kind of go together because they're in the same sort of like thing, but it's from the Lavish collection again, the So Glassy Lips glosses. I have the shade Cyberspace, and I have the shade Purple Aura. So this is Purple Aura. It's a lot more like sparkly purple duochrome sort of situation. And then this is Cyberspace, which is a little bit more of an icy pinky purple lavender situation. So Depends on what kind of look you're going for. If you're trying to be more subtle or more purple or what. They're both really good. That was my purple products in my makeup collection, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm actually thinking about just not doing makeup content anymore. I still like makeup, but I feel like I'm not wearing it enough, and I feel like when I do these videos, they're not what I'm very passionate about. Like, I feel like I do them just to have an upload, honestly. Like, I'm not that passionate about doing videos like this. I wanted to at least finish my little makeup product series since I think I've done every color at this point. But yeah, once I get through my makeup collection, like I think I'm gonna do my lip products. And after that, I don't know if I'm gonna do makeup content. Like I might a little bit, but I'm honestly leaning more towards, if you've seen in my videos, more like vlogging and lifestyle and fashion, things like that. Yeah, I just feel like that is more my focus these days. So just figured I would put that out into the universe that might be happening. It's not like I'm a major YouTuber anyway, but I know that my makeup videos also only get like 2 views compared to my other videos that get like a little bit more. Like I'm not saying anything crazy. There's not that much of a difference, but if I'm not really like fully involved in these videos and they're not doing even as well as the little vlogs on my channel, then what's the point? And I also like to document things and, you know, parts of my life and things like that that I can look back on, and I never look back on these makeup videos, honestly. So I feel like I'm only doing them just to like fit a mold of like what I think a YouTuber is, but like I don't really want to be a makeup YouTuber. I barely watch makeup content anymore as it is. So yeah, I like it, but I don't want it to be like a major part of my channel anymore. So I'm probably only gonna have like a couple more makeup videos, if that. But yeah, just thought I would kind of throw that out there. But I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!